Let's take a live look outside from the Mission Ridge camera. Looks a lot different 24 hours later than it did yesterday. Let's get to meteorologist Clay Smith here live in the studio with more as you take a look at today's headlines and how long we're going to remain dry, because we'll see some more rain. Tell us about that, Clay.
That's right, Latrice. We're not going to have as much rain as yesterday. Obviously, we were dealing with the remnants of a tropical storm, but Fred is now well off to our north into Pennsylvania and portions of the Northeast, just a remnant low at this point. But as we look ahead, periods of sunshine today, which is going to be a nice refresher, but then we'll be dealing with a few pop-up showers and storms. Already seeing a couple of showers across the region, and then storms are likely again tomorrow. But so far, not a whole lot going on across the Tennessee Valley. In fact, a bulk of the rain is actually pretty far out to our west into Arkansas and western Tennessee. But eventually that system is going to move in our direction late tonight into your Thursday, and that's what's going to help us have increasing rain chances as we move forward. But so far it's been relatively quiet. Again, just a couple of pop-up showers here and there. We are starting to see a few heavy downpours into the northern part of Marion County and now into Sequatchie, just off to the west of Dunlap. So we are starting to see some action, and this will continue as we head through the rest of the afternoon. It's very humid. We have plenty of moisture out there, so these showers and storms are going to continue through much of the afternoon and evening. Now, temperatures currently in the mid 80s already. It's a pretty warm start, and yesterday our high temperature was only 81, so we're already exceeding that in many locations. 82 in Cleveland, 82 in Athens, and 78 in Blue Ridge. Now let's take a look at your VIPIRCAST. What's going on the rest of the day? We're going to have those showers and storms, but notice the coverage not extremely high. And as we go into the 9 o'clock hour, some showers across Middle Tennessee, mainly dry here. But as we go into the overnight hours, clouds start to really build back in, and going into your Thursday, we start to see showers and storms moving across the region, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. Again, we could see a decent amount of rain with some of these storms, maybe an additional inch or two in some locations. So it does look like Thursday is going to be another stormy day, so just plan for that. And for today, there could be a couple of strong storms, especially out to our west, maybe clipping Marion and Grundy counties, mainly into Middle Tennessee and West Tennessee. But again, we'll watch this closely because we could have a couple of isolated strong storms here in the Tennessee Valley. But again, rain chances really increase tomorrow, and then we start to go back down heading into next week, and we could start off next week pretty dry. So that's going to be something we're going to watch. But we're still tracking the tropics. We now have a hurricane. Hurricane Grace just strengthened. You can see it's starting to be pretty well defined out there. We also have Henri, which is just off of the eastern coast. So as we track this one out, it looks like it's going to become a hurricane. Kind of a weird track. It developed and then kind of did a loop. Northeast needs to watch this. This isn't going to affect our weather, but it does look like we're going to have two hurricanes potentially, with Henri and then Grace impacting Mexico. Now, earlier in the week, the models were indicating this may impact some Gulf Coast, but now it looks like it's going to stay pretty far to our south and affect Mexico as we go into the weekend especially. So there's good news with Grace, but we'll watch it nonetheless. Tropics are really heating up, and keep in mind, Atlantic hurricane season runs until November 30th, so we're just now getting into the peak months. But for today, it's just going to be hot, humid with the isolated shower or storm during the afternoon and evening. Tonight, increasing clouds. We could see some scattered showers and storms during the overnight hours, and going into your next 7 days, again, rain likely mid 80s tomorrow. Rain chances stick around through the weekend, and the next week it heats up and we dry out. Temperatures returning to the 90s. And that's going to wrap it up for your afternoon weather.